Alright, so here are the 32 teams that will be qualifying for the tournament. Well, there's only 2 spots open. You get to the finals, you're in that 32 team club tournament. You got Adelaide from Australia, Alpha Tate from Saudi Arabia, Atletico Madrid from Spain. Brighton was actually one of the random picks, was randomly selected by the game. So Brighton gets a chance. Young Boys from Switzerland, Changchun from China, Dundalk from Ireland, Bayern Munich from Germany, Rapid from Romania, I think. Galatasaray Turkey, Gymnasia was randomly picked, right? Oh no, they're Argentina's runner-ups. Guangzhou from China, Helsinki, one of the random picks. Inter Miami from the U.S., International from Brazil, Kazuma Ilors Japan, Lask, can't remember where they were from. Austria. Liverpool, runners-up in England. Malmo in Sweden. Manchester United, the runner-up in the Champions League thing, they got a chance. AC Milan for Italy. NEC for Holland. Paris Saint-Germain France. Pumas Mexico. Rakow for the Polska. Rangers Scotland. Sandefjord Norway. Santa Clara for Portugal. SC East Bengal India. Sanderjisk for I think Denmark. Standard Liège for Belgium, that was a random pick. And Union SG from Belgium, so 32 teams. It's a knockout, it's a straight knockout tournament. Round 1, Miami versus Kashima. So who wins? Will Miami do it? The answer is no. Kashima was a big win over Inter Miami. Big win for Kashima. They move on. Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool's got Galatasaray. Oh no, sorry, it's 2 legs, isn't it? Yes, it is. Sorry, 2 legs. Liverpool Galatasaray, and Liverpool starts off big against Galatasaray 2-1. You got Chen versus Lask. So you see one of those guys get into the round of 16, and it's a tie right now. Chen and Lask. And then Paris Saint-Germain's got NEC from Holland. And there will be a 2-1 win for Paris Saint-Germain. NEC, man, that would have been huge. Next you got Malmo and Bayern Munich having to go after each other. And Bayern wins 3-2. Now, they're actually, Corinthians was supposed to be in, but somehow they're not in the game, even though they're in Copa Libertadores. So I had to interject with like the rest of the world team, and Helsinki won that thing. So International from Brazil against Sandefjord from Norway, and International only won 2-1. So yeah, everything got randomized. Atletico Madrid against Standard Liège. We didn't qualify for any of the tournaments, but because of run draw, holding their own against AM. And Pumas versus Union from Belgium. So one of those guys will be moving on. One of the smaller clubs. And Union looks good. Guangzhou from Korea against AC Milan. So AC Milan feels they've got a good chance. A good draw. And surprise, Guangzhou went into Milan and tied them. So that's a big shock. Alpha Tay and Sanderjisk, one of these guys will be going to the Sweet 16. And right now, it's a tie. Young Boys versus Adelaide, so Switzerland versus Australia. And it's Young Boys with the win. Gymnasia and HGK Helsinki. And it will be Gymnasia with the win. Man U's got to play Rangers from Scotland. Oh, Man U. Oh, Man U, peeps. And, what? Rangers with the win. Wow, that's a huge win. Shocker. So Rangers could knock out Man U. Rapid from Romania against East Bengal from India. One of these guys will be moving on. Yeah, Rapid from Romania, and Romania looking good. Repeat. We move on to the round of 16. Brighton versus Santa Clara of Portugal. Brighton getting the lucky hop as randomly selected. And they win 2-1, Brighton. The big win. Dundalk versus Macau. And right now, tie 1-1. And that is the last of the round of 16. Round of 32, first leg. It's 2 legs, remember. Kashima versus Miami. Kashima up 3-1, despite defense. And Inter won 2-1, but Kashima held on, so Kashima will knock out Inter Miami and move on to the round of 16. Galatasaray Liverpool. Liverpool won 2-1. Let's see if Liverpool can hold on. The answer is, yep, 4-2. So Liverpool sends Galatasaray out of there. Lask versus Chengchun. 2-2 tie. And it is a 2-0 win for Chengchun. So the Chinese team will be moving on to the next round. Big win for them. Paris versus NEC. Paris are only up 2-1. And 1-0. NEC tried to press, but Paris Saint-Germain got them. Bayern versus Malmo. 3-2. It was a close game in the first one. And it was a 2-0 win to Canapi. So Bayern takes out Malmo and moves on to the next stage. International Stanfjord. What happens here? And it's 3-2 International. They actually tied at the... It was 2-1, 2-1. And then International put up a pair of goals in extra time to knock Stanfjord out of competition. I need to go for standard. Close game there. And I need to go with a 2-1 win. Union versus Pumas. Close game first time. And it will be a 1-1 tie. So Union of Belgium, they're moving on. Pumas is out. Guangzhou and Milan. They actually tied, which is shocking. Can Guangzhou pull off another upset? The answer is, yes they can. Guangzhou with a 1-0 shocking win over AC Milan. AC's out. Guangzhou is in the round 16. Thought it was going to be easy. No, Guangzhou is the Korean team. Alpha Tay and Sender Joyce. Yeah, so Korea's got their guys. And Alpha Tay wins the rubber match on home turf, so Alpha Tay will move on. Young Boys versus Adelaide. And it was Young Boys 2-1. Young Boys on home turf takes down Adelaide easily. HGK and Gymnasia. And it was 1-1. Gymnasia held on. And we'll move on. Rangers versus Man U. Can Man U win? And they do. 4-0. Rangers had a chance on home turf to wipe out Man U and shock them and knock them out of contention, but they couldn't. Rapid versus East Bengal. Rapid just don't do anything stupid. Well, they lose the game, but only 3-2, so Rapid moves on to the next round. Santa Clara and Brighton. And it was 1-1. Brighton manages to hold on to win. Move on. Macau Dundalk. I think that's the last one, right? Yep. And it was 2-2. Raquel will move on over Dundalk on road goals. So Raquel does this job. Some teams have been knocked out. Round of 16, Liverpool versus Kashima. So this looks like it could be Liverpool. This is the first leg. And it will be Liverpool crushing Kashima. So they're happy to get Kashima. Next up is Paris and Changchun, or Changchun, sorry. So Paris looks like they got an easy match. And they did, 4-1. So Paris, lucky they got that end of the draw for the round 16. Bayern versus International, Germany versus Brazil. So this should be interesting. And Bayern narrowly wins 2-1. Alphonso Davies, the Canadian, the hero in that one. Atletico gets Union from Belgium. And Union holds on to a 2-2 tie. So Union trying to pull off an upset. Gwangju and Al Fateh. So it's Korea versus Saudi Arabia. One of them will get to the quarterfinals. And right now, Gwangju of Korea could move on. This could be big for Korea to get a team in. Gymnasia versus Young Boys. Argentina versus Switzerland, runners up. And Gymnasia does pretty well in Switzerland to tie it. Man U versus Rapid from Romania. And Man U wins. Of course, it's freaking Man U, so what do you expect? They take down the Romanian team. Raquel versus Brighton. So Brighton, who didn't make it through anything against the Polish runners-up, Raquel. And it was Raquel with the win. So Brighton not too happy with the results, but Raquel wins 2-1. Liverpool versus Kashima. Liverpool just will play defense, I think. And they did. Kashima could not score. So Liverpool will move on to the quarters. Paris Saint-Germain and Changchun. Paris Saint-Germain just has to play defense. 2-2 tie. They give up 2 goals, but they score 2 themselves. So they gave Changchun something. Inter in Bayern. 2-1 Bayern, so it's going to be close. And it was another 2-1 win, Canabi. So Bayern moves on to the next round. Atletico faces Union SG. 2-2 tie. Anything can happen. And Atletico said, we're not letting these guys get past us, so they take down Union. Al Fateh and Gwangju. So we'll see what happens. And it was a tie. Gwangju going to the quarterfinals. So Korea's got their runner-up still in the tournament. Somehow. Young Boys versus Gymnasia. Another close game. And it was Young Boys sneaking it out, so they'll be going to the quarterfinals. Next up will be Rapid and Man U. Man U will probably play defense. Well, they win 2-1, so they take down the Romanian team. And then you got yourself Raquel and Brighton. Final spot open for the quarterfinals. And it was a 3-2 win for Brighton. So Brighton, Lalana, the hero. And on road goals, Brighton takes down Raquel. So Brighton could actually sneak in somehow. That was the only round of 16 match that was decided when everything was tied. Quarterfinals time. And it will be Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain. who will be fighting for one spot. Ooh boy, this is going to be tight. And it was Paris with a Di Maria goal. So PSG on home turf could take down Liverpool. And then you got Bayern versus Atletico, two German, 2 European champions. And Bayern 2-1 win. Lewandowski missed the penalty, but it didn't matter. Bayern being Atletico 2-1. Guangzhou and Young Boys, so Korea and Switzerland. You don't really see this matchup for a spot in the semifinals. And it was Young Boys with a big 2-0 win. Man, imagine they sneak in. And then you got Man U versus Brighton, the battle of Britain, if you will. And whoa, CR7 scored, but Brighton won 3-1. Brighton could actually pull off a massive upset here and take down Man U. Paris or Liverpool, who will have it? It was close last time. And it was Paris Saint-Germain who won 2-0, so Liverpool couldn't do anything, so they're out of luck in the quarterfinals. Now you got Atletico and Bayern. Well, who won this time? It will be a 2-2 tie. Carrasco got a yellow card that cost him. Atletico was pressing, but Bayern has knocked them out, so Bayern will still be in. Yeah, well, Paris Saint-Germain didn't win it was Monaco who won the French automatic spot. Bayern Munich didn't win the German spot. That was Dortmund. So I think that means PSG Bayern. Yeah, Young Boys Guangzhou. Young Boys will probably drop back and play defense. And they did give up a goal, but that was all they needed. So Young Boys, the Switzerland runner-up. Zurich got the automatic Swiss spot, but Young Boys will be going to the semifinals. Brighton Man U. Brighton can play defense. And they did, 1-1. So Brighton, out of nowhere, takes down Man U. Brighton didn't even take any runner-up spots. They were just one of the random picks because I had 30 teams left, and I couldn't do a tournament with 30 teams, even a league. So it'll be 32. So Brighton's in the semifinals. I think it's Brighton and Young Boys, isn't it? Yeah, it's Brighton and Young Boys for a spot. So one of those teams will get it. Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern. Actually, Brighton, because they didn't earn their spot, it would be Liverpool. So yeah, so Brighton is representing Liverpool. Yeah, because England's runner-up was Liverpool. Well, the first English spot was Arsenal. So yeah, so Liverpool will be, well, Brighton's representing Liverpool and could get them in if they beat Young Boys. And Bayern beat PSG. That's a big one. One of these teams will move on. One of these teams will not go to that club thingy. Brighton is actually representing Liverpool. And Brighton wins 3-1. So Brighton is trying to help Liverpool get in. Bayern and PSG, who will make the well, there is no technical final. It's just basically the fact that they will get into the tournament. That's the 31st and 32nd team. And it will be Paris Saint-Germain, a big 4-1 win. Bayern Munich fucks up on home turf. And Paris Saint-Germain will sneak that spot and will get into that tournament. Bayern Munich has to be kicking themselves. They could have been in that 32-team super tournament. And Brighton lost to Young Boys, but they won 5-4. McAllister scored a key goal. So Liverpool FC, because Brighton didn't deserve the spot, but Brighton took down Young Boys. So Liverpool and not Young Boys will get that second spot. They should have given it to Young Boys, but yeah, they said, but Brighton is playing for Liverpool, so Young Boys had to win. So yep, Liverpool will get their spot. All right, so we're just gonna be cheeky about it. And Paris Saint-Germain with Messi was the hero. So Paris Saint-Germain won the whole thing after all. So good job for them taking down Brighton. But yeah, we're gonna actually do a custom tournament now. It will be group and knockout. 32 teams. No. Five subs. Cup. I'll take that one. I forgot where. Stadium Olympic, yeah. Final match legs 1, teams per group 4. Teams advancing 2. Fixtures group teams 2. Knockout round fixtures 2. Home and away. Alright. England, well, we had plenty. Yep, Arsenal. The English champions. Another English team, that'd be Liverpool. Liverpool FC is hard as hell. So Liverpool got their spot. Spain, that would be Real Sociedad. England only had 2 spots. Alright, fine, we'll go alphabetical. Monaco. We'll go with Argentina's was Argentinos Juniors. Australia was Sydney FC. Getting their spot. And who was the other team? Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah. And Paris Saint-Germain. Austria's winner was Rapid Wien. Belgique's winner was Genk. Genk, not Gent. Genk. Brazil was Grêmio. China is Shenzhen. Denmark was Copenhagen. England, we already established. Oh, we didn't establish Chelsea, because Chelsea won that Champions League thing. So Chelsea's in the group. France, we got the 2 teams right. Germany, Borussia Dortmund. Oh, sorry. Borussia Dortmund. India was Mumbai. Mumbai getting a chance. International, no. Italy, Inter Milan. Nihon was Kawasaki. Kawasaki Frontale. Korea was Jeju. Mexico is Tigres. We'll go backwards. The United States was first was Dallas. Turkey is Besiktas. Switzerland is Zurich. Oh, it's FC Zurich, I should say. Why did I? Sweden is Djurgården. Spain is Real Sociedad. Oh no, sorry, that's been established. Scotland is Celtic. Saudi Arabia is Al Ittihad. Romania is FC Argus. Rest of the world didn't have a team, so. Oh yeah, Atletico Mineiro. Forgot about them. Because they won the, they won the thingy. Republic of Ireland, it was Shamrock. Portugal was Porto. FC Porto, I guess. I like to be technical. Polska is Piast. Oh, there, Piast Golinch. Don't blame me, that's who won. Norway is Valerenga. And finally, is Ajax. Alright, so all these teams will get their we played for. And then next up will be the draw. Good luck to all. Here we go.